looked so calm, confident, in command in her start against UCLA. Gave up 3 runs to them. All of them came in 1 inning with 2 home runs.
Here we go. Nebraska and Alabama takes a strike to start it against Brisky. 6:06 local time in OKC. Against the defending national champion Texas Longhorns. The winner will play the winner of Texas Tech and UCLA on Monday night, needing just 1 win and a potential 2. 6 for 21 of the tournament. And Jordy pops the ball up. Ambry Taylor, the third baseman, with a very vocal call and catch to start this game.
Jocelyn Brisky will go up, down.
Brisky held him to 3, all 3 in the 3rd inning. Hannah Core grounds the ball out of play. And is much more of an impact player here.
Don't get a chance to become an everyday starter, and that was Hannah Core. Had only started 25 games in her 3 years at OU.
1-2 pitch. Core with a pop-up that will get out of play.
I thought
Core flips one out to left field, and Audrey Vandegrift is there. And a slow ground ball right to the bag at third. It's another 1-2-3 first inning for Jocelyn Brisky, the most outstanding player at the World Series 3 years ago at Oklahoma. In that opening round win, 133 pitches.
Heat that Jordy Fromm is going to be throwing against Alabama in this game, and it's going to be up to them to see that rise ball. It's her best strikeout pitch with her changeup. Her drop ball is her setup pitch.
Got a great 2-strike changeup going on Thursday. Goes up. And she will walk to lead off the game for the tie.
The 2 pitchers that we have in this game, trying to avoid hitting off of these pitchers with 2 strikes.
He is within striking distance of the Alabama single-season home run record. She's hit 24. And she is hit. A walk and a hit batter.
Very rare to see back-to-back free passes given up by Jordy Fromm, especially.
2 doubles, 3 homers, 7 RBIs in the 6 games for Bama. Papillo goes. There's the change. And in a 2-strike count, she'll take a little high. Fouled away out of the mid of Farrell. Pitch number 7 to Papillo. Take strike 3.
Hit that rise hard and heavy. She's able to throw it on multiple different levels. She's going to challenge Alabama to see that ball down.
Roman strikes out for a 3rd straight time here at the World Series, now 0 for 4.
Changeup was so good the other night as well. Ahead, that's where she can throw that pitch when she needs to locate it up and through the zone.
Here's Marley Giles. First pitch swinging. Giles serves one to deep center. And gone! The senior catcher ambushes the first pitch from Fromm. A 3-run home run and a breathtaking start for the top seed.
We talked about that this is going to be a pitch that Alabama wants to hunt early. The bat at Giles, and she knew it. She is right on time. That was a mistake.
2 strikes.
The 2 free passes, the first time in Jordy's career. 25th pitch of the first inning. 3 strikeouts for Fromm. Said, I'm sitting behind home plate. It's 0 for 20, and it's not even close. And the last batter was Holly Brooks, a freshman. But that's when he felt like there was something special with this group and with this pitcher, who was off Amanda to a very special start.
Things would go wrong last year. It felt like it would start to pile up. She said she really noticed a difference in the slam the door after that.
Driven foul by Jessie Farrell.
Well, this is a big way that you could tell that it could have gone one way or the other. You saw what UCLA did last night and how quickly they could put up a 9 spot against a Women's College World Series opponent. And Jocelyn Brisky just did not let that happen and let things spiral to get out of control. Thanks.
To the left side, grabbed it short by Salem. Hawkins skips it in there, and Wells with a pick to retire Farrell.
Hour off the bat, and Hawkins is still able to make this play. Alabama's defense has stepped up behind Brisky as well. And you mentioned it, the pick at first base. If that doesn't happen, this play.
Hawkins and Wells combine for some mastery on the dirt.
Much about it. It was a beautiful play.
Popped up by Sammy Bland, and after a 3-run tied first, Brisky with another 1-2-3 inning. But after 2 titles, return home. Ambry Taylor down to third. That's a nice pick by Sammy Bland, but her throw skips away. And Taylor is aboard to start the second.
Round game getting tested here. This is another tough one. You see the spin on that, the angle of that backhand, but just can't come away. Wells was able to catch it and get it out. Now we have a runner on.
Infield hit for Taylor as Hawkins says she was hurt. Hawkins would certainly like to. No hit by pitch. This is theoretically a live ball. And it's a really smart play by Jesse.
First base, 1 ball to the batter. That's Alabama's first review. They have 1 remaining.
It's 1-0. Alabama loses the challenge. Taylor back to first. And now a bunt. Laid down foul by Hawkins.
Another bunt situation here.
And she lays it down to third, and Bland. Producer, 200 career games, and she's only driven in 23 runs. But she is hitting .359. Typically a big-time slapper who knocks the ball into the dirt. Tries to get on that way. In the starting lineup. Slaps this ball out of play.
When you can already see
White to third, caught by Bland. Shadows creeping into the box.
Ball's out.
Young takes ball 2.
now trying to sell it.
Freshman Taylor's at second on a 2-2. Young with a slow ground ball to second. It's not fielded cleanly by Kamensen, but they will get Taylor at the plate.
She ended up pulling back. She's a Gold Glover as a pitcher. It bounces off of Kamensen, and a tag made by Farrell, who has been so strong back behind the plate. That's how you put it. Great rebound by Nebraska on defense to save a run.
Panel on a sac fly, tied it with 2 outs in the 7th, but the Lady Vols survive.
All the storylines, I mean, this is must-see TV coming up.
Postseason, taking down Florida in a very emotional series as Hoffman grounds out a 15-12 slugfest tomorrow night. Who knows? It'll certainly be Taylor Tinsley for UCLA. And the loser of this game has to turn around and play.
In those games, scoring a bunch of runs, playing for their seasons. I don't want to get too excited about, tomorrow night.
No, listen, we came into this class, a lot of them seniors. And so many of them have performed at their best this week. Bella Bacon skies out to Kristen White in center.
From last season. More strikes, worked on her changeup, slowed it down a little bit, more chase rate. Her drop ball has been a pitch that she's worked really hard on, and it just falls off the table.
Ball.
In the third. Transferred back home from Arkansas last year together.
The side of the Huskers.
Brisky's first 3-ball count of the game, and she ends it with a strikeout. Got a chase.
In the strike zone here and pound the zone.
Most wins by any Nebraska freshman. Jenny Voss had 24 in 97. Jensen 25. Down to Alyssa Lang.
Jordy was effusive in her praise of Alexis Jensen.
To prepare her for this moment.
And Jensen has been just
circle because of that pitch, that changeup. It is going to be one of the best in the game, if not, if it.
Here's a little bunt by Anna Roman. Fielded by Jordy. She throws it away to first base and start the merry-go-round. Pate to third. Gets a third of the way down the line. The Gold Glove pitcher nationally, Jordy Fromm. And she wants the umpires to come together.
Yeah, it's a tough angle. Jordy definitely did not tag her. I think potentially.
Takes in the Dirtman year from 3-0. Giles lifts one to left field. The pinch runner, Pate, is ready to run. Here comes Pate to the plate. The throw is offline.
Great execution by Giles. It's like she at this changeup to deliver it to the outfield. Look at the angle that her barrel hits that pitch to try the ball. She immediately looks up, hoping that fly ball is going to be deep enough, but it's a
charge to Jensen because of the throwing error on Fromm.
Ball.
Vandegrift will ground out to second to end it. An unearned run.
Pickens in Tennessee. She was a big part of their offense, but it goes to show you, I think, RBIs, and they still made it to the World Series as she strikes out here on a Jocelyn Brisky drop ball that just gets a chase.
Here's a tapper from Hannah Core to third, and the throw on the run is there by Taylor. And there's really no time for anything the way Brisky's pitching. Kamazin, shallow left field. That ball falls foul in front of the 2-2.
Ball.
Risking the tied-out dueled in regionals. Here's a 3-2. Foul.
Her ability to trust herself to throw pitches through the zone, to be able to throw strikes and still not get hit with her movement. And I feel like she must, when you're hitting against her, it must feel like a little bit behind her. And she's hitting 70. We have harder throwers than her, but it seems like it gets on these hitters.
This ball's driven to center. Kamens had got on this one. A heavy swing. Hannah. Base runner is a big one. Kamensen's ninth of the season.
That sends energy throughout the rest of the Nebraska lineup and the rest of the Nebraska dugout. Look at her get on plane with this rise ball. 3-2 rise ball, probably would have been a ball, but she still goes up and gets it. 71 miles an hour over that center field wall. And that is an injection of energy that Nebraska and their
first pitch ball of the game. After 2 years in the SEC with Arkansas, another one of these transfers to come home to Nebraska. Statistically, is maybe even more important to win. Down to third from Kuzak after the visit from McMahon.
With her 9th of the year, Hannah Kamensen finally getting Nebraska on the board with a solo home run.
To her changeup, I think. That's what's killing us right now with her.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks for being here.
It's tough. This year, specifically, is because of their pitching staff. I mean, Alabama has had one of the best pitching staffs behind Tennessee, is waiting in the wings if Alabama needs her. And she's been electric. Really explosive rise ball.
Salem Hawkins sack bunter first time at the University of Nebraska.
Ball out.
Recognized one of the great leaders ever at Nebraska. Who's got one of her great teams ever. Well, this has been a much better inning for Nebraska. The Kamens homer and 2 quick outs for Jensen.
Ball out.
On the ground to shortstop. Kuzak throws it away. And White beelines for second. Already on the dirt. Some surprising follies.
To be a quick play for Cusack. She rushes her throw, knows she has to get rid of it because of the speed of White, but Fromm can't keep her foot on the bag while she tries to stretch for it. You could see that left foot was more toward the
with a Nebraska error. And a line drive is going to make him pay from Jenna Young. White's in to score. Young continues a perfect World Series.
Battle with 2 strikes, and here she doesn't work the count. She likes this curveball that Jensen leaves out over the plate. That is a mistake. She's working to bring that.
Alabama, what a World Series. 5 out of 5 now with 2 walks, 4 runs scored. Everything I do. A player who had a coaching change, the staff at Iowa, and has ended up at the top of the lineup card late. Check swing by Wells. That will end the inning.
He's actually had more extra base hits off of Brisky than lefties.
Farrell, the right-hander, high in the air, but playable in left center, and then it pops out of Vandegrift Smith. Three base runner back, a near collision between Vandegrift and White
in this game. And today Vandegrift has her arms out. She's calling it, but you know what? So is White. And it seems like they were both calling it over and over and over again. And as somebody who's not the center fielder, you call it one time and listen for the center field.
Three errors now combined. Bland out to right field, and there is Pruitt. The right field replacement makes the catch as Farrell gets third. This is the one, a left-hander with power, Casey Hoffman, and right on cue, she gets a changeup.
Last year, hitters hit 255 off of her with runners in scoring position. This year, just 141 and only 2 extra base hits.
Down to shortstop, caught on a line by Hawkins. For the moment at third. Tomorrow, 2 Eastern, 1 Central. Jensen, the pitcher, will bat. Grounds the ball toward the middle, fielded at second by Young, and she makes the play. Into the game defensively for Roman. Alabama returned 13 players. Highest win percentage at the moment.
In 2012.
Papillo lost her bat on that 3-2.
The SEC's first national championship.
Papillo down looking as Jensen strikes her out for a
strikeouts against Papillo have come on the changeup. In fact, all 3 that Jensen have had in this game have been changeup, a little bit off the edge. She gets the call. Got to protect with 2 strikes.
Part-time starter as a sophomore, starter last year. This season she lost her places. Only started 5 games, but she's played in 52 off the bench. Strikes out looking. That changeup is a beauty for Jensen.
Long game, getting her some experience, and of course she has so much belief in Jensen, but with what's at stake, a lot of games left in this tournament.
At the 384 batting average, her first 3 years combined, Marley was at 271. And she strikes out the side. That's a big red roar. And Jocelyn Brisky trying to pitch Alabama to the semifinals. Last year, an up-and-down season, and late in games, it was mostly down. But UCLA and Nebraska. UCLA 11 runs a game. Nebraska 7 runs a game. One more chance for the hefty hitters against Brisky, who gets another strikeout. Game at the plate. She tries to bunt her way on. The USA Softball Player of the Year.
Compete on this field so many times. You're used to seeing this worst games that she's ever had here up to this point. She has a chance to turn it around right here.
The most outstanding player of the World Series 3 years ago. Hitting for the first time, but she's only 1 for 7. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Brisky has carved her up.
Not picked up. Jordy hasn't. This drop ball against Brisky on the plate, and when she was working the outside corner against her and just painting, throws it through the zone. Great drop on it and for the top of it.
First pitch, Hannah Core into shallow center, and Young drops the ball.
There for a really long time. She's right there. That's a much tougher play for Young, who clearly she looked, as soon as the ball hit her glove, she's looking down to see.
Ball 1. One more of those. This could get really interesting.
It could, and that's why she's not going to see a rise ball. And
trying to finish off 6 strong here in the winner's bracket at the World Series in the dirt.
She made a mistake against Camdenton. It wasn't her best pitch, but she still believes that she can go back to that pitch.
And she strikes her out looking. 6.
That 3-2 pitch was a rise. This time she goes. I mean, she is showing the type of mentality to win a national championship with the way that she makes some mistakes, but it just does not get to her.
Type of intelligence, too. Try to cool down there. 82-degree day. Lauren Johnson's first at-bat of the game. Nebraska and Texas play an elimination game tomorrow, 4 versus 2 at 3 Eastern, 2 local. The title. Johnson a pop-up. Second baseman Lauren Kamadze. Tennessee 10 times, Nebraska 8. And had Nebraska won this game, they still could. It's not. They were 2-0 that.
3 passes, continuing to score, errors on defense. Just, I don't know, they just have not looked the same in this game.
Well, Jensen has just been. Hubbard had a pinch-hit home run. And Hubbard takes the strike. Zach, the walk-off home run on Thursday night will just be trying to get on base here, as Hubbard is now 6 for 7.
I think the Fromm-Jensen combo, just one of the toughest duos that we've seen in the country in the circle the entire year.
Ball.
I imagine part of the reason was they are not going to go all the way with just one arm. And there is Fromm tagging out White to end the inning.
Not much. 38 strikeouts in the NCAA tournament and just 2 walks.
Her strikeout to walk ratio is about 9.5 to 1 into the tournament, just because of the experience. This has been here a bunch. Jordy Fromm's won a couple of titles. Down to second base, and Young. You could understand maybe was flying a little under the radar.
Decision that she told us that she made this summer, that she wanted
Not only the conviction with which she throws, the pace at which she works. It's only the 5th first pitch ball to 23 batters in the game. Johnson crossing the line, makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Both teams have committed a couple of errors. Nebraska has been able to capitalize on it.
Bland into center, and Alabama is headed to the semifinals. In the last 6 games, a Jocelyn Brisky gem on the sport's biggest stage.
Doesn't even look like she broke a sweat out there either. I mean, just going right at these hitters, working quickly, continues to throw her best on. Winning is a lot of fun. Winning on this field is the most fun, and that's what Jocelyn Brisky continues to do and lead this Alabama.